So I play a lot of games, and probably 90% of the games I play are indie games that are made by small teams or just an individual. So over the years, I've built up like a massive wish list on Steam of games I'm interested, which are essentially 90% indie games. So I thought I would make this video of just 10 games from that list, 10 upcoming indie games that is, that I'm interested in. And I thought I would share them with you guys because some of them are probably going to be well known or you've seen before. Others you might not have heard of them, but I just basically wanted to make this video to kind of just briefly show you what these games are I'm excited about, and you might be also interested in it, so you can add it to your wish list or whatever. So I might make a few more videos like this because, as I've said, I have a bit of a addiction to games. I'm not gonna lie, maybe an understatement here. So I'm into like every type of game there is. Like there's not very few games that I'm not really interested in. So there'll be a wide variety of games I'm gonna show here, like FPS, strategy, whatever, horror games. So yeah, I might make this into a bit of a series and make like a video now and then of just 10 games I've selected off my wish list that are coming out. I'll maybe call it like the hype bin or something stupid like that. I'll put like a wee logo on the thumbnail so you can distinguish it from my other shite on the channel. So yeah, this is no particular order. These 10 games, it's just ones I happen to pick from the list. Some of them are technically maybe AA games, but I'm still going to classify them as like indie games because they might be made by like small teams and they still have that like indie game sort of feeling. So yeah, let's just get into it in no particular order. Here is the first game. Okay, so this first game is called Wild Ice. Basically, I think the best comparison to it is Orcs Must Die meets ice hockey. Basically, I think that's the best way to sum it up. So essentially, you're skating around on ice, setting down traps with your ice hockey stick, and you're fighting these frost zombies that are basically attracted to your furnace, their warmth. So basically, you're just defending a furnace. It is single player, as far as I'm aware. There's no multiplayer in the works, though there is like couch co-op split screen. So I suppose that's nice. It's a simple survival, defense type of game. It very much is just like a different version of Orcs Must Die, but it looks like a bit of fun. This was announced like years ago. I remember, I think the announcement trailer for it probably like 4 years ago, I think, if you look it up. So it's been in the works for a while. It's obviously just maybe a couple people has been working on it outside of work, but I'm excited for it. There is a demo as well, so you can try before you buy, which is a big thumbs up. And this actually comes out on the 19th of August. So if you're interested on that, give that a wee wish list. It's out very soon. So the next game is called Adapt, and it is a sandbox survival game where it's essentially like a modernized version of the game Spore, if you know what that is. But if you don't, you have a character creator, or more a creature creator, where you create these creatures and you basically have to survive in this ever-evolving ecosystem. Now, this game claims it has a very complex species AI for hunting for food and seeking mates and all that sort of thing. I'd like to see how that works in comparison to Spore. Like, there's a lot more they could do here, because Spore is a very old game now, but it still holds up very well. This could be basically a Spore sequel if the devs play it right. Although at the minute, from what I see, is unlike Spore, there isn't like the civilization phase or the space phase or anything like that. It's more just you're surviving within the ecosystem as like a creature. But I'd like to see a lot more on it. There's no planned release date, unfortunately, for this one as well, but it does say it's coming soon to early access, and you can request to join the Adapt playtest. So there's a lot of potential in this. I'll be keeping an eye on it. It's something I'm excited for because I was a massive Spore fan, and I'd love to see that type of genre expanded upon, especially with today, with the technology we have. You can make a crazy Spore-like game. So yeah. So this next game is called Carcass Clad. It's a survival horror co-op where you and two of your other mates are in a tank and you have to make your way through this city. And basically, it's very communication heavy. It's quite tactical because there's so many different levers and buttons and things in the tank that you need to work together to basically survive. Now, it looks great. It looks very replayable. It says on the Steam page it's 2 to 3 hours per session, and each role has like unique mechanics and stuff. It's also made by the people that made mouthwashing, so if that hasn't already sold you on the game, then I don't know what will, because that game was so good with the story and the atmospheric storytelling in it. It was just so creepy. And from this trailer, you can tell it's going to be very atmospheric, and I'm looking forward to it. Now, this here one, though, there is no planned release date yet, but it's just another one to add to your wish list as well for whenever it comes out. I can tell it's going to be a very good one. So the next game is Retrospace, which is like a 70s themed immersive sim, and it's set on a space station where you can basically go in guns and blazing, or you can heavily use stealth. It's supposed to be quite narrative based, but what sold me on the game was, I think, just the enemy designs. They just look so unique, and I'm definitely getting, just from the game in general, System Shock or Bioshock vibes. So I think probably quite inspired by it, especially if it's supposed to be narrative heavy. It also says it's humorous and a dark story, so that got me pretty interested. So yeah, this one looks great. Unfortunately, there is no planned release date at the minute, but at least this one does have a demo you can also try out, so you can get a feel for it before they announce the release date. So the next game is not going to be for everybody. It's a cleaning simulator. Yes, I know it's not for everyone, but this one has a really cool setting. It's called Kaiju Cleanup, so if you couldn't tell from the name, basically you're cleaning up like dead kaijus. It's also co-op, so you can play with 3 of your other friends, which is nice. I know there's a numerous amount of cleaning simulators out there. They're not for everybody. I loved Visceral Cleanup. I thought it was always just stupid fun. Like, I play the Santa one every year, basically with my friends. We just get on Discord and have drinks, and just it ends in disaster usually, but it's just stupid fun. So I'm interested in this one because, why, I think kaijus are sick, and 2, I think it'd be fun just to play with your friends and clean up dead kaijus. Unfortunately, no release dates announced. There is a playtest you can try and join, but yeah, we shall see. So the next game is a fishing game. Now, before you all jump ship, this one looks aesthetically disgusting, and I mean that in a good way. The game is Dreadmoor, and it's set in like a rotting, disgusting world where you have like your little boat. You get to go around, explore the world. You're pulling up these nasty ass, disgusting looking fish. You get to upgrade your fishing rod, collect resources, and it just looks great. I don't know if there's much of a story in it, but it's just a very dark, like, first person fishing game, and I'm very interested. For whatever reason, I've been kind of playing quite a few different fishing games recently, like Dredge and Gone Fishing. Also played that Fishing with Guns, which was fun, but I think, to be honest, that one was a bit of AI slop. Anyway, it'll be a chill vibe just going around your little boat fishing, so I'm looking forward to that. But it's also the aesthetics, it's just grossing me out, and it's got me interested, so we shall see what happens. Although there's no specific release date, it just says it's planned for Q4 2026, which isn't overly far away, to be honest. That will come quicker than we think, so time will tell though if it actually does come out. Then we shall see. So this game is Screenbound, and most people probably have seen this game before. It's been floating about clips of it on the internet for a long time because it's such like a unique concept for a platformer. I don't even know how to describe it, like, because it's a 2D and a 3D platformer at the same time. On the Steam page, the devs claim it's a 5D platformer. Don't really know how that works, the dimensional stuff. So yeah, it's a 2D platformer and a 3D platformer at the same time. So you're like solving puzzles while like playing within 2 like separate worlds. You're on like a wee Game Boy for one of them, the 2D, while your character is like jumping about as well in the 3D space. It's a very unique concept. Been looking forward to this for a while, and it's finally coming out very soon. It's coming out on the 10th of September. There is also a demo for this as well you can download, so you can try before you buy. So the next game is Vermin, and it is a survival horror about feeding this giant heart, and it's set in like the 1980s Soviet Union. I think it's basically after like a nuclear bomb or something went off, because there's mutated creatures and stuff in this forest you're at. It started off as such a silly concept of feeding this giant heart, but the dev, he has a YouTube channel. I've been watching what he's been doing the past couple of years with this game, where it started off as like a stupid silly game jam concept, and it's evolved into this like really cool horror game, and I'm excited for it. Just watching him implement some of these like mechanics over the years, it is very much quite a unique little horror game, and I can't wait for it. I highly recommend checking his YouTube channel out to see what I'm talking about. He's called Wishbone Games. Again, no planned release date. So yeah, it's another one I'm looking forward to. The aesthetics are on point. Another disgusting looking game. There's maybe a bit of a trend here with the type of games I like, but I just think it looks so cool. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So Dinolords, I could probably sell you it alone just by saying it's dinosaurs set in a medieval time period. Now that just sounds cool by itself, but it's also a mix match of genres. It's quite strange, but it looks really promising. So it's an RTS, a city builder, and it has RPG combat. So it's like a hybrid of those genres. It looks really promising. It looks like it works quite well from the trailers and from the devs talking about it. So I'm really looking forward to that. You have your city builder mechanics, building up a garrison or a castle, and then you have your own character himself, where you have the RPG combat, but then you also have your armies you control. Like, it's pretty cool mix match. And obviously, not to forget, there's dinosaurs you have, so that's just such a cool blend. It's also being published by Ghost Ship Publishing, so if you haven't heard of them, they're the people that published Deep Rock Galactic. So I have high faith this is going to be a banger as well. We shall see. There's no official release date, unfortunately, but it does say it's coming soon to early access. How soon? I don't know, but we shall see. But it's something to add to your wish list if you're interested. Last but not least, final game on this here list is Twisted Tower, which is another atmospheric FPS set in the 1950s. It's very, very heavily inspired by the BioShock games. The dev has said this himself, but the theming is like... he calls it a theme park / fairy tale type of theming. So it's going to be like narrative based. It's got puzzles in it. It's got unique enemies. I actually got playing the playtest for this back in October, and I really liked what I had played then. It did need a bit of work, but from what I've seen, I've been following the dev for this game again for like the past 5 years. The dev is called Thomas Brush. You can check his YouTube channel out. He seems like a pretty chill guy. So I think that's also why I'm heavily interested in it as well, is just being able to watch the dev make this game over the years. So this is actually out on the 18th of October. Like, finally, after watching Thomas Brush make this for the past 5 years, I'm excited to see how it plays out. I've been looking forward to it. So yeah, I'll probably definitely play that on the channel. So that concludes my list, or well, this list anyway. If there was any games you liked on it, let me know in the comments what ones you're thinking of picking up or adding to your own wish list. But if you would like to see another video like this, I have so many more games I'm excited for and looking to play that are upcoming. I just decided to pick 10 from it. They're in no particular order or anything, but if you would like to see more of these type of videos, I can certainly make them. I seem to pick up a lot of indie games. I just can't help myself. But yeah, I'll probably, if I do make this a bit of an ongoing series of uploading every now and then, upcoming games I'm excited for, I'll maybe call it like the hype bin or something. I don't know. I'll put like a wee logo on the thumbnail, hype bin. We'll see. All right, that's all. You can go away now.
I shitted in my pants. I am for real.